This is a... Oh, God, I can't do that as an intro. Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and this is the Unipog MP500, and I can barely say that with a straight face. I'm like this close to having a massive laughing attack right now, but that's all good because we have wanted a console-friendly Unimog for a very long time. And the guy behind this is actually the same guy behind a bunch of other mods that you guys know and love, like, for example, the Pog trailers. And we're gonna go ahead and give this thing a little bit of a test run, see what we can do in terms of customization, and let's see what she can do. Fire her up. So as we move this thing closer and closer to the garage, you really do realize how incredibly well done the interior is. All these switches and gauges and dials. Everything freaking works. And the fact that this is console friendly, oh my God, I cannot wait for this to drop. Now, it may have dropped after this video comes out. We'll have to wait and see. And if it has, I highly recommend you check it out. And if it has not, remain patient because I'm sure that it'll be all good to go in terms of like verification and stuff like that very soon. So let's go ahead and dive into the customization. So we've got the standard engine and we also have the aftermarket ECU. Now, this is a modified Unipog MP500 with an aftermarket ECU, more power at the cost of reliability and fuel efficiency. Reliability and fuel efficiency. Who needs those? All right, gearbox-wise, we got off-road. We've also got slow off-road. He's very direct and upfront about what that change does because, I mean, you've got your off-road, but then you got the off-road that's just slow. Like, don't worry about it. It's just, it's just slow. All right, so standard suspension, heavy-duty suspension, and crawler. Now, it says soft and flexible for exploration. Do not use for hauling cargo. Obviously, it'll just collapse the cargo, or collapse the truck underneath whatever cargo is on it. So we're going to go with the heavy-duty first, and then crawler later. Now, we've got quite a few different tire options. They actually start at a 40, which is already really big. Then it goes up to a 44-inch version of the PT25 that we had from the start. Then we have these 43s, and actually a couple of different 43s that I really like. Then it gets into the mud tire options, which these are sick. Look at these. Oh my God. You have also chained and studded tires for the icy and snowy maps. And really, you are basically ready for anything. You are ready for absolutely freaking anything with this setup. We're going to go with the OP winch. And we'll do there we go. Wait a minute. Oh, you can do a spare version of every single tire. That's so awesome. That's so freaking awesome. And we've got the Explorer tray, which basically, this is going to be if you're using it as a scout. So it's got all of your repair parts, all of your fuel that you might need for a weekend out in the wilderness. You also got the cargo flatbed, which I assume will be a 1 unit based on what it looks like. You got the maintenance body, which is sick looking. You've got the sideboard cargo bed, which I really love. Flatbed as well, which is very similar to the default flatbed in the game, and the IM50 loading crane. So we're actually going to go with the cargo flatbed and see how that looks in terms of really loading up some cargo. You can also do dual exhausts. We're going to go with the dual exhausts. I like the dual exhaust. I think you could either do the single or the dual, but it's really all up to personal preference at that point. You've also got the raised beacon, the tall beacon, the exo cage, which is actually not super over the top. I think it looks really good. And then you could throw these light bars. You have a choice of a round light bar or an LED pod light bar. We're going to go with the round light bar because I think it looks really good. And roof rack with extra supplies as well. We got the reinforced bumper, the bull bar, and the standard one. Now the bull bar is actually, it looks like a Stinger style bumper almost. We're gonna go with the reinforced, and then we've really only got one wheel option for these tires, so that's all good. And then color wise, we have a huge range of very bright, vibrant colors that I really do love. And I mean, hey, if you're all about that pink truck gang, you're gonna be happy, I'll tell you that. I do kind of like this off green. It's weird, but it's almost very U.S. Forest Service kind of green. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, but it's close. Well, this actually might be closer. Either way, we're going to go ahead and take it outside after, of course, we throw beans on the dash and get outside and see what it can do. Now, I'm curious to see what it drives like with that upgraded engine and ECU. It shouldn't be all that much faster, but just a little bit of a power bump. let's see what it can do in terms of trailer towing. Now, I know that it will definitely be able to pull the POG trailers. I don't really have them on right now, but I'm sure it's compatible with them. But what's crazy is that it's actually compatible with the freaking IX8 slot. Now, I don't know if it'd be happy about towing that, but it would certainly be an interesting time giving it a go. Now, let's see what we can load on in terms... Oh, okay, so drilling spare parts. Really anything that would apply to a single cargo slot. Like, let's say, for example, you wanted to throw a pallet of cement on the back. It would be a really good little cargo runner. I really do think that it would be a great little cargo runner for all of your cargo hauling needs. Now, what we're actually going to do now is, since we've seen how little the suspension actually compresses with that on the back... Whoa, fold tire rack? What the heck? Whoa! That unfolds and actually gives you your spare for when you need to put it on. That is like, oh my god, that's so good. I'm like freaking out about it. That's freaking great. All right, so let's undo the cargo now, and let's go into our exterior garage, our dev garage, and let's find the... Where is the flatbed that we... Well, you know what? Why use that complicated thing and make you guys wait when we could literally go inside the garage right here and just change up the setup very quickly and easily to be more of a off-roading, overlanding, or camping-focused setup. So we're going to go with the crawler suspension now, and we're going to go with the Explorer tray. Now, this is going to be your, I'm going overlanding for the weekend, I'm going trail riding for the weekend, or just exploring a map or scouting a map, and I need a truck that can handle any obstacle in my path. This should be a great setup for that. You got your auxiliary fuel, you got some firewood, you got like a, looks like a sleeping bag, or maybe like a rolled up tent. Either way, really, really cool looking setup here. So now we can start to put it through a variety of off-road tests that really should give us a good idea of where this thing's capabilities lie. Now, since it is a POG vehicle, I assume that it will be fairly vanilla focused. However, it will also be just a little bit more capable than vanilla trucks. Not necessarily like over the top capable, but just a little bit more capable to make it really fun to use. And by the way, my god, does it look good. It just, like, it is one of those vehicles where you look at it and you can just tell, like, you can just see all of the incredible work that went into the development of this truck. And as you look at it, it just gets better and better. You continue to notice more and more fine details as you look at it. I love how the backup beeper is actually pretty dang loud, too. All right, let's see how you go in automatic up the hill climb. Send her, come on. She'll do it. Yeah, she'll do it in automatic with the lockers off. She has to go all the way back down to first gear. But, oh wow, low plus is actually not slow, though. Not slow at all. You can actually get away with doing a lot in low plus. I do really want to see what this crawler suspension is like in terms of flexibility, though, because I know the diffs are probably going to get mad at me in a moment, but let's see what we can do in terms of flex. Oh, not as much as I thought. All right, that's actually a lot less than I thought. Hold on, we need a rescue boy. And as you guys know, this has kind of been, for whatever reason, Roro's Duramax has been our rescue rig lately. It just makes sense, right? It just makes 110... Bruh! Help me! Oh! Are we close enough? Yes. All right, come back. There you go. There we go. Encourage you to back up. Thank you. All right, now your rock glitched self can stay there. And we're just going to continue on. We're going to leave Hammond in the scenario that he's in, and he can just think about what he did. All right, so up the rock obstacle, oh boy. We may have already taken this guy way outside its element. And, you know, I do like doing that with some trucks, but I think we may have really, put this one through the ringer in a way that it wasn't ready for. And I'm willing to recognize that. I think. I'm sorry. Oh, God, I'm sorry, Unipog. I apologize. But will you allow me to No. It won't allow me to back it up, though. Yeah, it won't. No matter how much I apologize, it ain't gonna let me back it up. All right, I'm gonna throw a Duramax over there and just, once again, use it as a rescue boy. And we've had to pull this thing out multiple times now. Now, I'm sure there's going to be people in the comment section below that are going to be like, well, you wouldn't have had to pull it out if you weren't driving it into stupid situations that it wasn't designed for. And I'm like, we're here to test the limits of this truck. We're going to put it in some stupid scenarios. We're going to put it in some scenarios it was not designed for. And I am fully okay with that. And I am also fully aware of what I'm doing with it. Bruh, come on. Dude, oh my god, come with me. Come on, dude. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no. All right, where's my lockers? Well, you really are determined to stay there, aren't you? I've got it in reverse and she ain't going anywhere. Wow. All right. It's time to bring out a big boy. If it's able to stay there, I applaud it because we brought in reinforcements. If it's gonna get mad at us now, I don't know if there's any hope for it. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, it doesn't really want to argue with us anymore, does it? All right, we're going to go ahead and shut that thing down, and we're going to get back in the Unipog. And now, I do want to go ahead and stress the fact, though, that none of what I have said should be used as any way to, talk down this vehicle. I love this vehicle. I absolutely love this vehicle, and I'm sure there's going to be somebody out there that's going to be like, well, you said it was bad. No, no, no. I said we took it into situations it wasn't prepared for, but I also knew that we were going well past its limits, and I just wanted to see how much of that it would be willing to take. And it honestly took more of it than I thought it was going to take, but you also got to remember that this is designed to fit into that normal game balance. So, wow, Haya is so much slower than automatic. Like, with this 8-speed box, Haya is like the equivalent of, like, 3rd or 4th out of 8 gears. That's a lot. All right, lockers, come on. Wow, low plus and lockers, she does really well. She does really, really well. All right, let's go ahead and make a quick right, and we'll go into the slightly deeper stuff now. Go ahead and get that knocked out. Easy. Dude, that's sick. That's awesome. How you doing there, Beans? I'm gonna throw it into low, like just standard, because we don't really need to be in plus in here. Plus isn't gonna do us any good. I love the freaking switches, though. I love how they all have labels. I love how all the labels are detailed. You are not gonna do this right now. You are not gonna get stuck here right now. Oh my god, you are literally not doing this right now. Why are you mad? It was fine until we got to the end, and then it got mad. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right, well, we're going to have to be a little bit smarter, I think, about where we take it in terms of mud. All right, time for the return of, oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yep, she's back. I wonder why. Yep, you're coming with me. And it is once again not a problem for us to retrieve the Unipog with the gigantic Burley T100. And that's with, like, no upgrades at all. That's, like, totally default form. So, don't worry about it. It's fine. All right, off to the dips obstacle we go. Now, I'm sure the dips obstacle will be fine considering the fact that we have actually a really dang good approach angle for a truck like this. So, it should be all good, no worries. And then, it's bridge jump time. And you guys know how much fun it is when it's bridge jump time. All right, we're gonna go low plus. And, ooh, those lights look amazing, though. The lights look awesome. I love how it doesn't care if you plunge the front end into the ground. Absolutely just, like, yeet it right down. Completely 100% yeet it right down. There you go. Not too bad, not too bad, not too... Ooh, jeez. That crawler suspension does have some pretty good flex. Like, if you're talking about practical application for a truck like this, great amount of flex in terms of the suspension. All right, I'm going to work my way through here, or at least continue to work my way through here. and we will be all good as soon as we make our way out the other side, and good to go. And now, just so we can have a bit more fun with it, since the other gearbox is the slow gearbox, and we don't really want that, we've already got the top power engine. We've already got the gearbox with more gears. We're gonna head for the bridge jump. You ready for this, Beans? Let's see what we can do. I love that radio. I freaking love that radio. I love how there's, like, numbers on the fan speed control. That is so dang cool. Like, so incredibly cool. And I just love how Beans sits right on top of the radio. Like, it's literally the perfect spot for him. And the visibility in here, for those of you that like to play in interior cam, you're gonna love this truck. This is a very immersive cabin. And not only is it a very immersive cabin, but it's a very practical cabin. Like, you can see a lot out of this thing. The mirrors are big. The mirrors are actually very useful. You can see a lot out of the mirrors. All right, she's staying in 8th gear all the way up the hill. Hopefully the back axle doesn't hop too bad coming down the ramp. Hopped a little bit, but not terribly. 8th gear. All right, I'm going to throw it into neutral. Hopefully pick up a little bit more speed that way. Don't go to the wall. And, yo! Oh! I didn't think the front end was going to tank that bad, but now I realize that, yeah, it's kind of front heavy, and we didn't have any weight on the rear to counteract it, but still. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, then make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions on this thing in the comments down below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.